You know, Yandara is the culmination of my life. I've been a part of this journey, I guess, as you call it, for many years. Beginning with my teacher when I was young, studying meditation and learning deep inquiry through his teachings, I think, have led me to see this opportunity as my life's purpose, really. Yandara here in this location is a beautiful desert ocean experience, which is a perfect combination between the gentle movements and the fluidity of the ocean, as well as the pristine, clean, fresh, precise experience of the desert. It's very raw and very revealing the truth. As I lived here for more than 10 years, I've seen it grow a lot. I've seen more and more interest. The path of yoga has become extremely popular, and we've been able to facilitate many trainings for people who want to go deeper. And this Yandara experience for me is placing my heart out there so that I at some point could be of service, if possible. That's a tricky question for me because I happen to be born with my family's interest already in yoga. So my exposure to yogic teaching started when I was born and continued up through to present day, actually. So yoga as a practice has offered various powerful techniques to uncover my path, really. It's helped me to recognize my patterns that aren't serving myself or anyone else in my relationships with my family, friends, community. All of the movements through the postures help to keep the body very strong and balanced, which is huge. Without health, I think the body starts to become a distraction. So my practice has been a lot about recognizing the patterns of thought. So it's helped me to recognize when my experience of someone or an interaction is triggering me with some kind of resistance, or if I react in some way that doesn't have compassion for myself or others, my options become open. So I see more of a possibility to respond rather than reacting to a stressful, maybe a work situation or something doesn't go the way I planned it. That's when yoga comes in, to open the path to a more fulfilling option, I would say. What is the final aim of yoga is one of the most broad and beautiful questions, I think, that anyone can ask if they step onto this path. My experience of yoga is my personal journey, so it's difficult to say what everyone else's path will look like. But the question is the final aim. And while there will be infinite variations of the path, I think the final aim will be an unconditional unity experience. And unity in this path doesn't mean with that bliss only. It doesn't mean with just what's convenient. It isn't saying that we connect with things that we prefer only. And that's what's going to be most important, I think, to understand the final aim, is it's with everything. To see everything as an extension and or a reflection of one's own process. You know, I decided to become a yoga teacher because the need was there in my community. And I recognized when there were people wanting to deepen their practice, to really understand what their patterns might be doing that aren't serving them, to also strengthen my own practice because when I share something, I'm also hearing myself speak. So another opportunity for growth. I've been very blessed and honored to have teachers to unravel mysteries in my life. So the least I could do is to share, to pay it forward, really. If there's an opportunity, then let's create some new growth, some new space for love. You know, it's very difficult to give advice because every individual will need a certain specific experience in each moment. So I think to remember that one's own experience is a deep well of wisdom is the best advice that anyone could give, is to pay attention, to be kind and listen to one's own inner intelligence. Because everything else can be a path away from that source. So whatever arises, I would say, let it take you deeper into joy, into love, into your nature. Trust that path.